Hello, this is Pam with Pam's Hair Expo. I have the nighttime patches, so it's morning now, but I have the nighttime patches. I had switched them out. So I did a previous video on the patches for the acne, but I want to tell you about the tooth, baby. I had a toothache. Now, I had heard about cloves. Now, I got cloves because I use cloves for, I put it on my fruits, vegetables. I use it for a lot of different stuff, but I had no, in my teeth, but I had no clue that you can use it for a toothache, baby. When I heard about that, I was like, okay, because I ended up waking up with a toothache. I said, Now, mind you, I got some oral gel. The oral gel didn't work. Although it numbed me for like what, it numbed my gums for like 1 minute, and then after that, baby, it was just hurting. So when I heard about the clove, I was like, okay, I got clove, already, in the pantry, right? Honey, when I tell you, now you can do the powder grind up clove, because it's pure, it's organic, or either you can do the clove. I put one in the back of my mouth when my tooth hurting. And baby, when I tell you, in 30 seconds, and I only use one, so I can just imagine if I use 3 or 4 of them, right? In 30 seconds, when I tell you all that back, that was numb. I didn't feel nothing. That one little clove, I went ahead and it didn't dissolve. It just sort of broke up a little bit or whatever, but I held it back there. But after the 30 seconds it went I held it back there, and I'll say I spit it out maybe like 2 minutes later. I spit it out. I did it again, but when I did it again, I went ahead and I used the powder. I just sprinkled a little bit in my hand, wet it with my saliva, and I just rubbed it back there on my gums where my tooth was at. But it only lasted for 1 day, the toothache. Now, mind you, it stopped hurting. The pain went away for like 5 hours. So I was like, okay, I just wanted to see how long it's going to last. So when the 6th hour came, I went ahead and I used this right here so that I could go ahead and lay down and go to sleep. But when I tell you it works, I definitely would recommend it, because if it's going to numb that area like oral gel, but at the same time it stays that way for hours, because normally, like I said, oral gel doesn't last long. But that don't work for me. But when I tell you, baby, the clove work. Toothache, y'all gonna have to try it. But life changer. So good. So good. Like I said, I was not in pain. But hidden gem, hidden secret, something that's all natural, because everybody don't like having to use medicines, whether they over the counter prescription. And I'm one of those type of people where I don't like really, using stuff like that. But like I said, try the clove. When I tell you it worked, it worked. But thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I love you and peace.